G'day and welcome to Bikes and Bits 1000. Today it's a rainy day, so we're going to have to put up with some noise. Something a little bit different today, nothing bike related. I've been starting to work on a new office desk, computer desk, and one of my mates suggested why don't I put a video together on it. So this is what it's about. So been looking at new office desks. Wanted something just a little bit deeper. My current desk is 1400mm wide versus a 600mm deep, and wanted something a bit deeper. I can't go wider, just the space that I'm in. So I'm making something 750mm deep. But then I thought I could do a bit of customization, and there was nothing really out there that I really wanted. So I'll show you what I've done so far, and I haven't got too far, but so I went to Bunnings, bought some things. First thing I bought was this panel. It's 2400 by 900 by 33mm. Good thickness actually, so I'm happy about that. I had Bunnings cut it down for me to 1400 just so it's easier to do in the car. And yeah, so I'm just going to show you parts as I sort of work on them. I'm not doing the full process, but you'll get the idea, and just something on the side. So it was 900mm deep. I've now actually shortened it to 750mm deep, because I actually cut this panel off, which is 150mm, and I'm making a shelf, as you can see. This is obviously going to be the back of the desk. I've also done some other cuts. This isn't finished yet. I'm going to make that a little bit neater, see how we go. Still a lot of work. So I've got a couple of monitors that will attach to this, so they'll actually attach on the back panel here, and I've had to leave clearance for the clamp, but also makes a nice little shelf. So on we go. While a handheld circular saw sometimes can do the jobs, it's handy having the right tool. I need to do some angle cuts, so this drop saw is just going to make life much easier for me. Use the right tool and things go smoother. And there's some nice angle cuts done, which will be the risers for the shelf. Righto, now I've got to do some routing on a bit of the timber. Using my router table, which I haven't used for a while, and it's been in the shed and it's got knocked around a little bit. Credit here, I actually made this off watching another YouTube video, DIY for knuckleheads, Uncle Knackers. I'm going to put a link to this his video, because this was great. Didn't take me too long to knock up. It's been fantastic to actually use, and yeah, obviously you've got to have your own router there. There's my Makita router that's attached. But check out DIY for knuckleheads. So using the router table, you can see that I've cut in here. It's about it's about 1.5mm roughly that I've done that, and the table that I used just makes it so easy to do, and you'll see it's just dead straight the whole way. As I said, I'll put a link if I haven't already for DIY for knuckleheads and their router table. Okay, so the reason I routed that was for to actually put this aluminium channel, just to strengthen it up a bit, because I'm going to have 3 monitors sitting on this, on the timber, so just to add a bit of strength. Probably over-engineered, but that's what I do. So now I'm just cutting out or drilling out the holes for the dowels. I'm using a dowel jig as well, and see I've started with the first one, and then you actually place this marker in there, and then you get the piece of wood and it pushed down, so it gives you exactly where the spot is. So I've got to do that for all 4 of them. Alright, so all 4 are now done. So that's what that's looking like. I'll probably glue these in actually before I start doing the holes for the top, just so it's a bit more secure when I'm actually doing it. And yeah, slowly progressing onto the top board. Okay, so these first two have been glued overnight, and I've got the other two. I've just set those two to be glued. I will actually be putting a screw underneath though, just so they're glued and screwed. Just a single screw in each of them when that's all done, before I start moving on to the top board. So the upright pieces have all been glued in, and I've already started drilling the new dowel holes. You can see here there's one there. The way I actually match them up is a little tool that comes with the kit, a little metal thing. And then as you put the timber down, so it's aligned already, you'll see this mark gets made up on the wood. And then I drill that out, and I'm just moving it around. So I've done one at each end to just align itself. I haven't actually screwed underneath part yet. I'm going to wait till this is all glued, and then I'll do all the screws at the same time. So I'll keep doing the holes. And here's a bit of a close-up of that metal stud, I guess you call it. So that'll actually make contact with the wood, and it'll mark where I need to drill. Okay, all the dowels are now drilled. See them all in there, and corresponding holes, and it all matches up. Each time I drilled one, I made sure that it was fitting correctly and moved on to the next one. Right, now it's time to glue this down, and also screw it down as well from the top, and then clamp it, of course, and let it dry overnight. Right, that's now glued and screwed. See the screws here, there's one also under there, one there, one there. And I'll once that's dry, I'll flip the table over and put the ones there, although I still need to put the metal bracing on here too, but that's ready to go. So we'll let that dry, and I'll be back later. Okay, now I've started sanding. You might notice these little holes. These are the ones you drill out and you put in, and then actually a screw will tap into it. So that's for some future updates might be doing. This is obviously the underneath. Sanding with that's 180 grit, and then following that I'll be doing a 240 grit, and then staining and varnishing. Still got a bit of sanding to go though. I've got to flip it over and do the top section and that shelf. Getting there. Okay, so I've just done the first coat of the stain and varnish, so it's combined stain varnish. Yeah, first coat. Planning to put 3 on, so it will get a bit darker. This is obviously the underneath. So yeah, wait for the next coats to go on. Before anyone comments, yes, I didn't fill the holes before I painted. It really doesn't matter because my monitors all cover it up, so I can't see them anyway. So for all the people going to go out and go, you didn't fill the holes. Well, I didn't. Tough. Okay, so I've done the last coat of stain varnish on it. You'll see this part's just a little bit lighter. That's where the aluminium trim's going to go. So I've just got to wait for this to dry. It's turned out really nicely though. You do have to be a bit careful with the runs with the varnish and stuff. It has run a little bit on the front, part of the front parts, but I'm not too fussed. It's just my work desk. So yeah, no, it looks good. I'll give you a final look once I've actually got it installed. With a couple of monitors attached, just to show you why I've done it. Alright, here's the desk actually now in its position. I've used some old legs that I had from my old desk. That's all attached. You can see the 3 monitor arms. They're too high obviously at the moment. That was their setting from the original desk, but I'll be able to drop them down. But you can see how it all attaches, and now I've got some extra cubby room here. So that's it. Thanks very much for watching the video. Something a little bit different, as I said, so hope you got something out of it, and see you on the next one. Cheers.